Of course he did. That was magma blocks. Way back again. This is water? Why is it so difficult to see water? Feeling a little better, Purse? After your, food extravaganza? Europe's heat wave stops for a day. It's over here too now. Shit's annoying. 105 where I live should be illegal. Meanwhile, it's been snowing for you. Makes sense. Yeah, they're, it's NZ, right? He didn't flop. Recommended. Dreaded having to drain this water cave beneath me, but I chose the area. I'm not gonna abandon it. I literally just grabbed like everything though. You doing, silly? Say, no, I have an empty box. Do we still have sand here? Hopefully. Gotcha. Efficiency? Never heard of that. I'll do it. What are you doing, Zeno? Why am I not swimming? Hello? You actually have to start paying attention. Really? I mean, the totem will pop. Or actually, no, it doesn't even pop. I forgot about that. Does it work? I have a shulker box of sponges. I do not care about efficiency. And yeah, it works. This was all flooded so far. You just have to do is kind of strategic about it. You gotta kind of like work your way down from above. Drain the highest sections and then go down a little bit, and then make sure you're the same height across the full thing. You can't like full spam and expect it to work. You kind of gotta be a little bit smart about it. Well, yeah. At a certain point, the water can't. In caves, at least, like, at a certain point, the water can't regen. In ocean, that's never gonna work. Because that's just too much area, and too flat of an area, and too square of an area. I've almost used 9 stacks of sponges. But it saved me having to make... What is this? Any gravel walls that I'll have to mine up later. Can I move, please? Thank you. Alright. I am... I'll say I would leave these sponges here, but... This guy's has some pretty good stuff. Close that. New in the server boost section? Server theme. Set a theme that all of your members will see looking at your server. Yeah. I don't know about that one. I haven't been in the server boost thing in a little bit. The tag back. You know, if it wasn't so expensive for these boosts. You know, fish. The sprint's at 5 a.m. I'm assuming the first practice is at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Did I spam sponges again? When do I not spam sponges is the question. You don't know, you've never seen that emote before? Anywhere? 7:30? Why is the sprint so early then? Short a sponge. There it is. I'll check my my F1 TV. Yeah, practice 1 is 7:30, sprint 7 o'clock. That seems more normal than from 7:30 to 5. That's a lot more reasonable. I didn't even need the sand. I don't even know why I grabbed it. So out of the 8 stacks of sponges I placed, 2 of them were non-water ones that turned to wet sponges. As it should be. Fuck, I forgot about that. Alright. Now we can go back to mining for a little bit, I think. until we get to like down here. But that one, I don't think I'm gonna drain with sponges. I'll probably just block that off as we get down there. Stuck on the resource pack reloading screen? I've never had that happen before. Am I tired already? Got back to you about the issues. What did I say? It's not their mod's fault. Shorter stream, mayhaps. So we can do like a longer stream tomorrow. Maybe. What time's quali? It's like 2.5 hours after, yeah. Quali is 11:30, so it'll be over by like 1. And we can do an early stream tomorrow. After that happens. I'll probably get food like I'll probably get like a big breakfast basically. And then I'll just eat normal dinner. I'll take a break for dinner at some point. We'll see. Wow, they actually will look into it. I'm surprised. Not that we're going back to that anymore anyway. But I guess if anybody else has the issue and they want to use that mod, it'll be helpful for them. But even if they say, like, give us a fix, and they're like, can you test it? And we're like, about that. The sprint quali. Although I think quali and sprint quali will be roughly around the same time. Medium improv, recommended. Yeah, I thought they would be within like a relatively short time difference between each other, between the 2 days. Yeah, we've been moving along, Prev. A little bit tired today, I don't know why, but just randomly hit me once I got home. Gave you a test version that could have a memory and performance fix. Removes the dependency for architecture. I mean, removing dependencies is always nice. Because if the thing is on architecture side, that's a lot more difficult. Load up in single player and your game crashed. Oh. Yeah, we hit 18 million bodies. Rubik's about to hit 25. Oh yeah, Takeshi, are you still here? I can show you the progress on the perimeter if you haven't seen. Or if you've been lurking in the past, you may have seen it. Well, yeah, it's a test version, obviously. It's not shipped out yet. I'm just surprised that there's a lot of downloads for that version. Like, how nobody else has, like, experienced the same thing. Treat me like a promise, keep me forever. Would you like to test it? Yeah, you could test it on the server that you definitely have. Just get the free paper server that the other guy managed to get, Smile. Oh, first, I got a comment on our favorite video today. Something we haven't heard in a while. Yep, where's the schematic or download for the bone meal farm? You know how I responded to them? It said, read the description like the 50 other people that asked the same question. That's exactly how I responded to them. I'm just so over it, but I say in the video. Well, it's because they don't, like, you know, their favorite YouTubers don't do that. Because putting stuff in the description is a very hard thing to do as a content creator. So, because, you know, they can't take 2 seconds to find the farm that they used and give no credit to at all. Like, they play it off like it is their own. But it's just such a staple for, like, all of us. Like, just, it takes 2 seconds to put the farm link in the description of the video. Because half the time, it's a Discord link. It ain't even a YouTube video anymore. Because most of these farm designers just don't even bother making YouTube videos. Yeah, I have entities turned off. For my frames, mostly. When there's a few people mining here, it gets kind of out of hand. I was thinking we should maybe potentially save the quartz overworld perimeter if we could, or if we're gonna do the manual, or not the quartz, the bat one. For like the sulfur update, because like, are we gonna want to make another quarry just for those like the cinnabar? Like, we could just get a bunch from a manual dig like this. Or we find, or we do like the, so like we still do what we want to do with the bat switch and maybe not the quartz one. Well, the quartz one's another dig, but maybe we don't dig for the bat switch and we just save the manual mining project for the sulfur spikes or whatever the fuck they're called. Make that farm in its own perimeter. Make it in the sulfur cave biome. And then do a manual dig there. And then just store all the sulfur stuff that we get from mining out the area. Along with the cinnabar, because you can't farm cinnabar. Because I saw, I think in Brad's Discord, I think Ant, who's I think they do a lot of manual mining stuff, they said, like, they get, like, they were getting, like, 3 million? And it looked like a pretty large perimeter, but, oh, they're getting 4 million cinnabar with 5 full range beacons. So that would be like 250 blocks? No. That's 500 blocks, right? Because the diameter of a beacon is 100 blocks. So yeah, that would be a 500 block area. A square. They're getting 4 million cinnabar. Wait, I'm not saying we would do a 500 area, but I'm saying, like, we could get a good amount just from doing a dig in that biome at some point when we, like, update or whatever. Because we already solidified doing our quarry now in the area that we have for the mesa, but I guess if we didn't already have that location picked out, we could have maybe waited for the quarry, but it would have meant we got less deep slates. I don't know, that's a lot of stuff. Is the quartz farm parry deco done? Not at the moment, no. There's no timeline for it first. We still gotta finish this perimeter. Stone. And then after that, then we'll need it, I guess. New whiskey's on the back burner. Trial chamber. We'll need to figure out something for that, but we might not go the route of the manual mining thing any more fish. At least for quartz. Well, maybe the nether side, but I don't know. We need something for that. Whether that's the different shape or the deco to just look like the conversion of the image to look better or something. Just stressed about the deco? Yeah, no, that's not happening again. You have uni stuff. You don't gotta worry about the decoration. If we're done this and stone in a week, then one, that's ridiculous, and two, we can work on something else in the meantime. We'll still also need to break the bedrock roof on the other side and make the overworld perimeter itself. Like, there's still tons of stuff before we need to actually have the decoration done. Nothing to worry about trying to be stressed over getting the decoration done with the uni and everything going on. Not in the slightest. We got other things that we can start doing in the meantime if we get everything else done before that.
Hello there.
Yo, son. I appreciate the raid, homie. How are y'all doing? Welcome in, everybody. How was the stream, my dude? What did we get up to? I have not done any planning of the farms for that at all, Fish. Heck, Reels, McFly, and Sarah, welcome in, homies. We are currently mining out our geode farm perimeter. Got still a little bit left to do, but obviously with Instant Mine Deep Slate, it's going a lot smoother than otherwise, which I still don't know to this day why it is not a vanilla thing to have instant mineable Deep Slate, but that is what it is currently. But we should have about 37 geodes, give or take, inside this area ever since Mojang increased the random tick range. For those that don't know, this will be the 104th perimeter on the server. We do a lot of these big giant holes in the ground. That's the Froglight one. It's the Enderman one. It's the Ghast one. I have a 1k by 1k complete void in the overworld, which is fun. And you can see that I do perimeters everywhere in this world. Literally everywhere and anywhere. So if you like that sort of stuff, you are in the right place for sure. We do our occasional manual mining project every here and there. Most of the time we use world eaters and things like that. But worked on a house interior for the hardcore world. Gotcha. Well, I hope that went well. We'll be over here mining a bunch of blocks. I actually just hit 18 million total blocks removed in my world. Or the server world, same thing. Which is kind of crazy, but we're almost to 69 million. Nice, as a full server. Which will be quite fun to do. But yeah, Sid, if you gotta go, take care of yourself. Appreciate the raid, my dude. We did get a shout out. Thank you. Mods putting in the work over there. But yeah, we be chilling out with some of the music in the background. And my emotes are toothless, so if you do like toothless as well. It's a great guy. Actually, I have no idea what the farms are going to be, rate-wise, anything. I have not sat and done anything for that perimeter at the moment. No worries, and appreciate the raid again, and enjoy the rest of your night, I think? I could be totally wrong. But I appreciate the lurk, homie. Yeah, we're doing like little sections at a time here. I think we're working our way through the annoying liquid sections. And then once we're through that, it's kind of smooth sailing from there. There'll be like little pockets every here and there, but we'll be chilling. No, we're not doing any more update suppression things, and that's way too fast. It's gonna be on the smaller side of things, like kind of like pumpkin pie and things where nothing too overkill. I just don't remember, like, I mean, it's really just cobblestone and quartz is all you need, right? To craft all the different variants. What do you mean one escaped? Oh, the lava? Yeah, that's the one I just showed. Well, yeah, if you're not used to removing the liquids, then it's still tedious because you just can't move around like at all in lava. Once again, Lava Strider would still be amazing, but nope. Put it on the chest plate. We suddenly have, what, 3 enchants on the chest plate? Which is the same as the leggings, besides when they added Swift Sneak. Swift Sneak. So yeah, but the Electro doesn't really help. Just as useful to get out of the lava, which you need an Electro to get out of lava. I mean, to break it to you, you're already gone in the first place. In a way, yes, but when you're like clearing it, it doesn't really do much. When you're actually placing blocks. It's honestly more annoying to have the Elytra keep activated when you're really holding space and whatnot. Yeah, Juthons ain't, Ain't gonna stay ahead for long, that's for sure. You want to see what it looks like right now? It's basically just that. It looks like the poop emoji, but I can promise you it's not gonna stay like that. That's just because the outline looks like that. I can show you in the sky as well, rather than a map. It'll be really nice once this beacon's gone, but it'll be a little bit. That's basically it. There's a reason why the purple things are left. It'll be our new geode farm. I can show you the decoration. Not that. Not that. That'll be the decoration. So when it's just the outline, it looks a bit weird, but once it fully comes together, it'll be a lot cooler in the end, because most of this shape comes to life in the center. It's called like the Trinity knot. I think there's a couple names of it, but that'll be the decoration there. So that's what we're mining out right now. That decoration's like 500,000 blocks or something. That's because this area is quite large. A single layer of blocks across the full thing is 160,000 blocks. And you can see how tall it is. And that's not including like mountains and whatnot. That stretches up a little bit higher. So there was a lot of blocks to be destroyed in this area. I don't really like the transition, to be honest, Speed. It looks a bit, like, choppy. They can be like the floating, like, black concrete blocks at the top that are, like, not connected with anything else, or, like, just floating up top. I didn't really like that. That's how I, like, understood what it is, personally. It looked like it was, like, not finished to me. Like, it just didn't fit. But hope you're doing well, though, Speed. Depends how it's done. Like a fire, if it wasn't like one solid color, maybe. But not with the fade that we did, at least. I don't think it would look good. Maybe some other color schemes, and not having a reverse where it goes from black to black at the top, like black at the bottom, black at the top. If it was like you know, a regular flame, which would be like, you know, red, orange, yellow, and then the yellow kind of does that. That could look a little bit better, but because of the bottom is fully not like that, and then the top would be like that, it would look a little bit out of place. If like the black at the bottom is not, and the black at the top is. Yeah, if it was designed to look like that, then for sure, but the color scheme we had in mind doesn't really fit that. But yeah, like a purple to like a pink or something, like purple magenta pink, probably could look pretty decent with it, but definitely not like black or white colors don't look the best when they have that kind of stuff attached to it. I mean, we could probably experiment it with something else later down the line. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's like a bad idea or anything, but I just don't think it fits this current decoration the best. Michael Jackson. I love just the random magma blocks that are just like fully under everything. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, you'll see, like, the quarry, like, not the quarry, but the one we're experimenting with the diorite granite and andesite farm is, like, something where they make it up on the fly. I mean, I can't say I've seen somebody do something like that before. 100%. That's why I told her to go with it. The texture, right, without being too expensive. What, you mean with, like, quartz? Quartz and, the calcite? Yeah, for the granite, andesite, and diorite farm. How much are we getting from the quarry? We are getting 30 shulker boxes from the big quarry that we could potentially use. But I don't know how long that will be until that's actually, you know, permeable in our storage. But I think we have like close to like 18 boxes currently in the main storage. So we could potentially use calcite. just not in extreme quantities. I don't even know if God knows why you did that. For this, you're only getting 8 mil because caves? Possibly. What was the one I told you to use for the color scheme? Oh, so diorite. I think that's bone block. Quartz, quartz, quartz. Quartz, quartz, quartz. Concrete. Snow, wool. Powder. Quartz pillar. A little bit of quartz. But hey, if I have to get quartz, if the only thing I have to worry about is getting quartz, we'll make it work. We have a very fast gold farm. We'll let that run for a little bit. We had a new crafter area. Just barter it over time. We're good, verse. Have at it with whatever you want to use. Only thing you want to be, like, you know, careful about is just the calcite. Otherwise, have at it. No restrictions. I'm giving you full range to use whatever blocks you want that is understandable for us to get. Within reason for us to get, I should say. Make it smooth quartz? Smooth quartz is just smelted it in a furnace, is it not? Well, if you mean like fully AFK, I have no idea speed. Whatever the... Because I just don't think you would be able to get, like, that farm running as well as a World Border Gold farm all under 50 MSBT to barter that entirely. The fuck? Reach the alert there, Moira. It's annoying if it's a bunch of it. Well, not really. We have the furnace ready, so like it's not really that annoying. It just takes a little bit extra time. Throw it in the smelter, forget about it, come back later, and it's fully smelted. I don't see the big deal about that. Yeah, you can get the gold farms at that speed, but there's no way you're going to be able to get the barter to keep up with the under 50 MSBT, that is. It would definitely depend on the server hardware. So, like, it would vary between servers. So we have 1,000,000 per hour, roughly. So we could hook it up to 128 piglin barter, or like 100 piglin barter. Just let, like, continuously have that run. I mean, we have the 256 piglin barter, so we could just literally just, like, input the boxes straight into the barter every time we get them. Oh, we're chilling. Since we updated, like, the gold farm actually runs a lot smoother. I think it's down to the collection and how we handle the stuff better. But I think it's only like 20 MS, like 15, 20 MS for the gold farm. Probably around 10 to 15 alone for the barter. It should be, that like should be okay. I just don't have the output of the, hooked up straight to the, barter farm. I could fiddle around with it to have it, like, auto-barter. Obviously, the barter farm would be faster, so as long as it, like, is able to kickstart the barter farm every time it gets a box of gold, like, it'll be fine. Problem is, yeah, the problem is that it's on the complete opposite side in the nether. Because we made a double length perimeter. We put the gold farm on one half and then the barter farm on the other side, so like the transportation would be either a big ass ice line or a big ass dropper line to transport the boxes of gold over. I use a lot of quartz for decorations, but yeah, besides that, it literally just gets used for barter. For the most part. Literally just for quartz. Don't really use much else from barter on a regular basis. At least quartz is renewable, though. Otherwise, stuff like this would be miserable to do. Yeah, even if the calcite recipe had it required quartz, I would still do it. I would still craft it. Even if it was 9 quartz per a single block, I would still do it. Let's be realistic here, it wouldn't be like that, but like, that's how much I would be willing to actually have it renewable. Gotta always call it calcite. Oh yeah, it's a way better diorite. 100%. Yeah, I haven't called it a lot in YouTube. I'm pretty sure I get a lot of question marks being like, what did you just call that block? But no, I think I did explain it actually in the clip that I have for this. I don't remember though. Puppy leave tomorrow? Yes. White color with texture but diorite's just so ugly. Yeah, even if you want to try to use polished diorite, but the border just fucks everything up. People say just use connected diorite or whatever from Vanilla Tweaks. It's like, well, yeah, that'll look good for me, but it won't look good for people that don't have that. Smelton diorite? It seems too cheap. If it's only smelting one diorite for one calcite, that seems way too cheap. I believe Purse refunded you. Yeah, you did, so you have the points back. Okay, that wasn't an invitation for you to do it, Speed. Or not Speed, Plot. Smile. Well, now I think it's like a 30-minute cooldown that you can't redeem it for. Oh, and now I gotta drain water. Thanks, Flat. Appreciate it. Yeah, because the white wood has a bit of texture in it. That's not white. Just like diorite. So you really only have concrete powder, and wool. That's your pure white block. And I guess snow. Snow's obviously the pure white block. But you can't see the cooldown. I think it's 30 minutes that I did for it. Otherwise, you demons would just spam it the whole stream. I'm trying to see the game that I'm playing. Thank you. $15, 30 minutes? Or 15 minutes? It's around that time frame. At least the water cave is small. If it was still the big water cave, that would be annoying as hell. At least we don't have that. Quartz is pink. It's not like a white color for sure when you stack it next to other blocks. Oop, that of instinct switching to non-F5 mode. When you put the blocks next to each other, you can tell which one is not like pure white. Especially if you have an HDR monitor, like I do. These random ass holes in the ground. I mean, I feel like quartz would be a little bit more gray than pink, but I'm not the best with colors, so like I don't know for sure. It's a painter that sees super colors? Interesting. I didn't know that they could actually see more colors than men. No, that definitely does look pink. It's kind of like a beige, not really like a pink though. But it's not like white, to say the least. Let me put it on my HDR monitor and see. You know, it's definitely like a beige. Quartz is not like white at all. You see only white. Okay, I think Xeno must be on like super low or high contrast and saturation to see white there. And it could be the monitor settings too, Speed. Some people play with like extremely like saturated colors and everything. And they probably don't even know it too, which is the messed up part because like yeah, I used to have my monitor like fully peak like brightness it could possibly be. So you could see dark corners and shit. not anymore. For obvious reasons. If you go back to, like, the early on stages of the world, you can probably see, like, the colors are just so, like, not saturated at all. Ruining the Vibes is not part of the song name, yeah? With the feature or without the feature? I thought so. You have LCD? I used to have LCD. But I was upgrading to 1440p for my main monitor. Used to be 1080 for the longest time, but upgraded to 1440 and I was like, fuck it, I'm getting HDR too. Just went all out. You're all good, Purse. You want to switch to a mini LED? Like anything other than an LCD is expensive as hell. Especially the higher res you go. It's probably the higher refresh rate for its speed, depending on what you are getting. Normally TVs are like 60 FPS. I asked the one with like no glare on it. I get chippers. Yeah, because most things on the TV, you really don't need super high FPS. Because you're buying a TV for the size, not the responsiveness. But I feel like my eyes are like super sensitive now to frames. Like I hate watching like anything below. Like if I drop to like 120, I can notice it. So only imagine if I like watch like 60 FPS stuff, it's so bad. Yeah, movies seem a bit smoother though because the quality is like really high. But if it's like low quality, low frame rate, I can't watch it. It's so bad for like my eyes. I mean, low FPS in general is just difficult to watch when you're super used to higher frames. Even though your eyes really don't see as fast, people argue, but like, it's like there's good players that play on 60 FPS for like, you know, like first-person shooters and whatnot. But you give them the taste of like the higher frames, and they could like you just can't go backwards. It takes a extremely long time to go backwards when it comes to frame rates. But if you're used to the low frame rates, you can get used to it and still do like really good. But when you experience the higher stuff, good luck going back to the slower stuff. Sometimes it could be a bad thing in a way, yeah. Nostalgia with this song, yeah, 100%. Not gonna lie, ever since told me to switch the garbage collector though, it's been really nice to mine in this area. And not have any of that memory leak bullshit. What's dead coral? Not a lot. I mean, like dead coral blocks, not a lot. Fans, we have a lot because we have a farm, but blocks, I have no clue, dude. But I feel, yeah, they're definitely a lot, if you have them, they're definitely a lot less frequent, though, and then, like, it also, like, fixes itself. Like, you still won't, like, constantly be at max RAM allocation. I just don't use coral, to be honest. So, like, wouldn't really have a lot. I really don't even have very many, like, regular coral blocks. Because I stay away from them like, at all possible. There's no way to farm them. Java was designed to use more RAM because it's cheaper than processing power in servers, but nowadays with AI. I'm just surprised that, like, by default, the garbage collector was always shit. And you have to actually modify it to one of the newer ones for it not to be shit. But I think Com said as of like 1.21.10 or whatever one, they switched it over to the one that Purse is using. Like the ZGC or whatever. One, and apparently that's supposed to be better. The one I'm using is, some weird ass name. Shendoa GC? I don't think I can change the garbage collector on the server, can I? Long story with Oracle and the Java runtimes. Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't use it though, Fish. I thought about it early days in the world, but I never did. And especially with coral quarries now being an actual thing that other servers have done, it would just kind of feel a bit cheaty. At least to me. Somebody bought the language and tried to charge for it a long time ago. Oh, so that's why it's called Open JDK. I getcha. It definitely is fucking nostalgia night. What the hell, DJ? This fucking song, man. This was the song they played at my elementary graduation. Like a lot of people were though, Purse, especially the early days. Java and C history or corporate bullshit in the early 2000s. I mean, what is it? What company doesn't have a story in the early days that's been around for a long ass fucking time? So many, because it wasn't really, like, relegated at the time, basically, you could say. Or regulated, rather. And I've seen so many documentaries about, like, company startups back in those times that are, like, massive now, and it's just, like, all over the place. Yeah, tech was definitely the center of it, for sure. What do you want, Purse? What song? We're already depressed. Make it more depressed. What happened to overheat? Ruin the vibes. DJ was already down this road. We're just added onto it. To be fair, I haven't heard these songs in a while, so it's nice to hear them again. Okay, so now we're going down the Imagine Dragons route. Is that the song or is that the artist, Speed? Or do you just mean to put my stuff on? Oh, it is a song, okay. I'm so confused. Oh, the opening to this song will never get old, man. It'll always hit, no matter what, the opening. No words, just the guitar. Yeah, Radioactive is an OG one for sure, in terms of like when people probably found them from. Yeah, 100% sweet. I'm probably only gonna finish this section today, and then we'll do a longer stream tomorrow. I didn't know that first. I did not know that at all. Was this a remix? Like a, not remix, a Minecraft parody one? I swear there was one that was a Minecraft parody from them, no? Book nerd here. Yeah, that's not me. Never was for some reason. How many blocks per hour? I mean, it all depends on the section. If there's caves and if there's, liquids, but I'd probably say like 40k seems pretty average. Oh, I have heard this song before, I just didn't remember the opening. But I think like most people can do like between 30 and 40k per hour if you don't have to repair picks and whatnot. And if you're typing in a Twitch chat or in-game chat, obviously that'll slow down the amount. But referring to you yapping, well, it's a lot easier for me to yap because I don't have to type in a chat. I mean, I'm up 60k roughly in about 2 hours, so like I'm around the 30k an hour mark. But I have been looking at other stuff on stream and whatnot. So I'm a little bit slower on the average currently. I only like typing when it's on a keyboard, not a phone, not anything else. City of Dreams. Oh my god. Tracks your blocks per hour? Don't believe so. Just look at the scoreboard. I don't remember what, I think somebody forked something over, but I don't remember who said that. I think it was like Sheck or something, maybe? But there was some extra letters at the end of the name. I don't remember what they were. Like 3 letters or something? After the S-H-E-K? Not going through as many pics as I thought I would. This is probably my favorite Morgan Wallen song besides the Tate one. Neither am I, but Morgan's pretty good. Every time I keep tabbing back in. uh, did you see the new wave tech parry speed? You didn't? It's another parry that's fully voided. They say it is 2432 by 832 or 152 by 52 chunks in the nether. And they say it's going to be filled with 3 record-breaking farms. And I forwarded it to Com, who sits out in the streams a lot. And I said, how many bots do you think that these farms are going to use? And he said, with that size, I expect about 30 bots to be used for their farm. Because they just be spamming bots to make the mob cap higher and have a faster farm. Yep, it'll be exactly that. Spam portals, spam bots, we have fast farm. Oh, and don't forget the player manually loading. Don't forget that important part. Feeling spicy, spam some boats. There he is. Why are the requests missing? I don't know. I've been seeing them in my activity feed. Totally fine. Grab some end portals for 1.12. Yeah, Wave, why don't you downgrade? Although I think they have illegal blocks on Wave. Because of JKM, obviously. If I had end portals, I would only use them at projects instead of those. It's a bit OP. Somehow unknown to me, like I make a project within like a couple hundred blocks in the nether of an end portal. A lot of times. Well, boats could still be useful for transporting items in one trip rather than multiple. Whoever requested this, I'm very happy it was speed. I haven't heard this song in a while either. But yeah, for the Chainsmokers for sure, it's like that time frame, that era. Oh yeah, melodic EDM is probably like one of my favorite genres. Obviously reasons for Millennium, but it's not EDM anymore. You need 2012 era back again for EDM to be like 2012, 2014 era is peak EDM. Same for me, especially when it comes to like this world. I can't even imagine how it's gonna feel down the line. You can spam more things, yeah. How many sounds can they get there before it's too much? And they all like use like popular sounds, like you know, like meme shit almost. FL Studio, that's the name of it. Take a quick chance here to stand up real quick. And we'll continue. I'll be right back. Puppy loves that couch purse that I sent you. It's curled up in like a ball right now on that couch. Yeah. I want a dog so bad, man. Actually being happy when I get home from work. There's a lot of pro Minecrafters. I am far from one of the top people that does manual mining project, that's for sure. It's not my favorite thing, but you know, for sure, but been enjoying it recently, every here and there. Get in that mood just to destroy a lot of blocks by hand. How many blocks? So each layer, like each single layer across the full area is 160,000 blocks area. So you can do the math from -60 to like 80 or something. Like 150 layers or something around that. Hundred 150 layers. It's a lot. $22 million total. I'll leave it. Cats destroyed your bed frame? What, just by like clawing at it? Yeah, when we got our cat, she was declawed before. So we didn't really have that problem. If anything, she would just like bite stuff with her teeth. I had a cat since I think we got it around like third grade. I never told you. It's because she passed away like 2-3 years ago. The guy in the background's placing. No, he's mining straight down. Yeah, the cat was definitely old. So it would have been like, so what, third grade is like 8 years old? Like 7, 8 years old. And then it would have been like around like 2021. So she was like 12, 13. So not like 17, but can't take cat for a long time, man. Plus she wasn't like She wasn't like a kitten when we got her. She was from a shelter, so she was at least a couple years old. Yeah, we didn't have any kittens. There was no way. Oh, shut. 26? That seems, um, seems a little bit old. Literally your age, Jax. Yeah, I remember you did. I can't say I've ever heard a cat be that old. But I only had like 2 cats in my time. And they were like nowhere near that. So 2 more layers. $38? What were they feeding that thing? The hell is even that? That's one of Eric's emotes? You doing, Swamp? Eric's a talented artist? Yeah, I couldn't even recognize what it was. So, like, it's got some unique stuff over there. Things that, you know, most people can't even think of he's coming up with. That's how you know it's talent. Oh, the black cat you have was a street cat? Turning 5 or 6, that's crazy. Kidney issues? Yeah, I think... I want to say that's what was the reason we had to put my cat down. Abstract, ahead of his time, 100%, man. People can't even begin to appreciate. Oh, we're almost on the layer. Well, the section, rather. Bolt needs a wash. It's too damn hot out, though. I wouldn't have to look at it without top of my head. I have no idea. Here, take care of Bolt. It's not like I have anybody else to take care of. So like that car gets treated like a baby. Yeah, I think you're using the one that Max said, but like I think anything other than the default one will do better than that. So like it doesn't have to be the exact one I use, but if it works for you, then you know it works. Give that one a try, and then you can try the other thing later if we need to. Yeah, I gotta get a inspection. I think my registration expires next month. Or like my state inspection or whatever. So I get all that stuff done. And then second oil change will be basically around that time as well, so I might as well just get them both done at the same time. Already almost at 9,000 miles. You'll get a Civic soon, TM. $56,000 kilometers. In how long, though? He could have chosen aesthetic, but he chose Mazda. 2020? That's not bad at all. It's like actually like really low. Then again, you guys don't have like very far to drive most of the time compared to like the US. You had an Audi? Well, it's Audi, unfortunately. German cars. Classic for having problems. Drove to Germany to get it? Damn. I don't think I asked the question. Oh, I just said that you don't have to like drive far for a lot of things compared to the US. So 50,000 in like 5 or 6 years doesn't really seem that bad. Like the average here is like, I think like they say like 12 to 14,000 miles every year. That's what most people do. No, nothing tops the traffic in the US, man. Traffic shouldn't even exist. Yeah, it does. I would never even dream about driving in a different country. You know, like Kimmy drives like a maniac. Alright. We've been making some decent progress. I think Rubik was working on this section over here. What's this at? Minus 48. That's not far off. is this? From Chio. Just another shulker at Lapis. Alright. We got about like 90,000 blocks in about 2.5 hours. With talking, it's not bad. The break and everything, so I mean, it's probably been about like 2 hours of actually mining, which is pretty good. Yeah, maybe a long stream tomorrow. We'll see. Before 5 a.m. Cool, he's playing Bed Wars. My audience is not that type of thing, that's for sure. Folder's a homie. We'll go read Folder. He's doing speedruns, but Folder a chill dude. You'll love his face cam too if you haven't seen him before. Old mecha homie. Yeah, but they're doing some speedruns. But not a normal thing, but he's a chill guy. Show him some support. But yeah, we'll be ending it off here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Wish your night, day, wherever, and I'll see you dudes all later.